Hello and welcome to the the sixth episode of the ALR podcast. Today we are going to be discussing the Tier 2 race in Azerbaijan with our new driver, new Williams driver that's replacing, who's he replacing? I don't know who he's replacing, but it is CL. He is our guest today. How are you?
Good on you.
Oh, uh,
I've
I
definitely been better, but yeah. Other than that, I'm good.
I am amazing as well. Uh, okay, I am amazing as well. Um, it's been a fun race on the Thursday. Do
Um,
yeah,
yeah, I remember Azerbaijan. It was a difficult to land. And,
yeah,
yeah, just getting disconnected. I think that was the problem.
yeah. I heard you got disconnected.
Yeah,
So yeah,
it
go
was
on.
good
It was good.
during qualifying, the start of the race. Just all of a sudden, the safety car just got kicked.
The F1 game. Um, yeah, we're gonna talk about the race and something about like the general thingies. So yeah. I would like to start with the standings. We have place H. Matthias J. still with 110 points. He is going to replace you tomorrow in the um, Williams. Then we have his
Yes,
brother.
yes, I saw.
Yeah. Then we have his brother in P2, 105 points. Then we have Morris Guy, 102 points. Then we have Igor, 88. Blue, 87. Big Bambino, 83. Dynamo 70, then Simba 45, Tiranoble 40, he should be back as well. Sear 7 36, Grayson 35, Rawhawks 28, Jacobo and Scalesi both on 25, Jamie H 25 as well. Nutella and EFF have 20 points, but EFF left. Cablo has 17 and Luke Boos has 17 as well. Then we have Mike with 10, Vici with 8, Bundes with 7, Jopi with 7, CL with 6 and MacDoor with 4. And the constructors, we have McLaren in first with 258 points, then Williams in second with 158 points, then we have Renault with 119, then we have Racing Point with 108, then we have the AlphaTauri team with 107, then the Ferrari with 60, Alfa Romeo with 41, Haas with 30, Mercedes with 30, and Red Bull with 24. Who? Okay. How did you find the race with 5 safety cars and stuff like
Um,
that?
Difficult, said. When you have five safety cars, it tends to take your concentration away.
Yeah.
And one difficult part for me was that last safety because I was into the groove of. And then in a way,
I just
it's really
lost you
difficult
there.
because
Could you repeat it? Like why from the last safety car bit?
oh yeah, the last safety car.
Yeah.
It was a big problem uh, because I was just starting to get back into the groove again, and I think it was with other drivers as well. The big problem is once you start gaining, it's broken again. It's
Yeah.
difficult to keep your momentum afterwards.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen that. We've had like only 7 or 8 laps of racing. I was really shocked. I didn't expect
Yeah,
five safety cars. It was a
yeah.
madness.
It's also the first time I've had that many safety cars in my life.
Yeah.
Just in, mm,
Um.
yeah. Rest of it being my first race. Blue just absolutely, I have to say, kudos to the guy for making me look so slow and quali. And then the other guys, yeah, just better than that.
Yeah, all of those guys are really, really quick, but some of those make some mistakes. The championship is really close, and you know, it goes from race to race, and it really depends on who is the best performer on that particular date. Um, how?
If we look at it,
Oh yeah, go on,
sorry,
go
just
on.
wanted to add one thing. It should have been a McLaren 1-2, but due to the performance of the guys, close. As
Oh,
I think it was CR that got us second place, was it?
yeah, I
That
believe.
snatched second.
Yeah, I'm going to the race result right now. So yeah, the race result. It is Simba with the win, CR7 P2, then Pontus P3, Igor P4, Grayson P5, Luke P6, yourself P7, Jamie P8, and Morris P9, and Joe P10. The points finishes, then we have Bambino in P11, and the DNF list. Blue, Rohawks, Cablo, Bundes, and the guys that didn't start are Dynamo, Tierra, Nobly, Jacobo, and Talalava, Vitya, Man Pro, and Matthias Calesi, EFF, and Mike have either left or moved up a tier. So, yeah, it was CR7 between the both.
Which was a shame because Pontus was really having a good race up until that last safety car. Everything just went south. I think he got his penalty with it was Igor.
I don't really know. I'm not really sure. And were you worried that you're gonna crash out at any moment?
Most definitely. I mean, it's Baku.
Yeah, it's Baku.
Baku is Monaco, but it's also on steroids. But it's a very difficult track. That much I can.
Yeah, I strongly believe that everybody had at least one more tenth to gain during the castle section, and everybody was like a little slower there than they could be, so they don't crash out. Is that true from your point of view?
From myself, definitely. I think I left about 210 actually through the entire castle to the right, leading to the castle section. The castle section itself is about 210 because you don't want to cut the side curb because that leads to a warning for corner cutting and extending track limits. Then you also don't want to run too wide because we all know that what happens then.
Yeah. Somebody crashed in the pit lane. That's also a really dangerous spot.
Yeah, the pit lane is so has such a weird layout that you need to be on the brakes hard, and then you need to accelerate again, and then brake for the pit lane. Really a weird one.
Yeah, it's a really weird one. Because you know it's a 300 kph rate, then you have to brake suddenly, and then you can accelerate somehow, and you still gotta brake to 80 kph.
And it can go both ways. Turn into early while trying to carry maximum speed. Take that right.
Yeah.
Take it to that steers in other walls. So rather be safe and take it to.
Oh, can you repeat? I lost you again.
No, no, I said you would rather a bit slower
Yeah.
because losing a tenth going into the pits to I think that's worth it rather than crash out, uh, lose your entire race.
Yeah, it's definitely not worth it to push for like 3 tenths and to crash out. Like in Baku is as long as you don't crash out, you're good because everybody else is gonna crash out. So you gotta keep that in your mind. I in my race on Sunday had 3 broken wings because people can't drive. Um, and yeah, we had Maldonado into turn 1. What else do we have? We had something really special, but I can't remember what. But yeah, I still finished P6 with no P5 even with 3 pit stops. So oh yeah, it was under the safety car. And AlphaTauri is behind me, and he just goes straight into me and crashes out with 300 kph on the main straight.
Damn, that is some. It's almost like the crash that happened in front of me in the tier 2 race Thursday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So basically, what happened? These two guys were going side by side straight into the bend, and all of a sudden, I just someone sideswiping someone else, just ending both of the races.
And who was your who did you race for the most part during the race, if you raced anybody?
For me,
Oh, I
the
lost you.
most part, it was for me
Okay.
the most part it was Joppy
Oh,
3,
yeah,
also one of,
yeah, he's
but
new.
yeah, it's fun. He was it was mostly a bad go after. Just had to try and keep him behind.
Yeah, and I was still want to ask you, yeah, who do you think will win the championship when you look at the standings here
Um,
from that one race?
from that one race to ask, Matthias got the rest of.
So Matthias is gonna just race once in this season, and that's this race because he is in military.
No, no, I didn't say anything.
Yeah, but who do you think will win the championship?
Um, I'm gonna put my money. I think come the end of the Pontus is gonna that first spot, and then runner
Yeah.
up will definitely Igor is get that runner up. Just just gonna nip it from.
Okay. I'm definitely still sick, but yeah. uh, yeah, I want to talk about the general things like how did you get to ALR?
Um, so basically, me and my friends have been like how can I say this? We've been doing our own like friendly league with each other,
Yeah,
and with that, I've started getting interested with tier Veloce esports,
yeah,
and with them, I was getting interested then I went in the Codemasters form
Yeah.
for ALR on that form, and it was just easy to get in and grade from there.
Yeah, I've seen you've had some fans on the stream on Thursday.
Yeah, definitely.
And your teammate, your new teammate Igor, he also has an army. They follow him every race. 100% the Igor army. So you're gonna be a popular team in tier 2. Uh, are your friends willing to join as well? Hello? I might have lost you here. Oh, yeah, we have lost him, unfortunately. Okay. I might have to finish the podcast alone, maybe. Let's see. Okay. Uh, if he comes back, if he comes back, that's good. Okay. Hello?
Hello.
You back?
Yeah, I'm back. I'm
Oh,
back.
and you're really loud now for me for some reason, so I'm gonna turn you down. Okay. Okay. We'll really stop. Yeah, are your friends willing to join the league as well?
Yeah. Currently we are signing them up. Already one of them has been entered as a reserve driver for Tier 2,
Yeah.
which I'm really happy about. Um, and then the rest of them,
Are
they're
on the
still
waiting list.
deciding. Hopefully they do join. I would like to race against them. And sorry.
I didn't say anything.
Uh, Sorry, yeah, I just heard something and I thought it was you speaking.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
basically, I hope they join, and it would be fun to see them race against you guys.
Yeah, I'd certainly be happy to commentate on that. Um, can you tell me in real life who do you support? What team? What driver?
So in real life, I don't support any team
Okay, fair
for the
point.
current moment or any driver that is on the current grid,
Okay.
but um, I do support Nico Hulkenberg, which isn't racing at the moment.
Yeah, Nico's a good guy. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Definitely Hulkenberg.
For the Red Bull, maybe. Maybe for the Red Bull. Helmut Marko has his number still, so if Albon makes something really bad in the next few races, we might have Hulken back for 2021 in the Red Bull.
Yeah, that is true. Helmut Marko did call Hulkenberg just before the Nürburgring race and or the Eiffel GP, which they called it.
Yeah.
Because Albon got a inconclusive corona test.
Yeah.
So with that, they just needed a replacement in case Albon did have COVID.
Yeah, in the end, Racing Point needed a replacement. But yeah, what do you think about the Albon seat? I don't think anybody would perform better. Maybe Hamilton, but that car is solely for only for Verstappen. I don't think it's because of Albon being bad. It's more of the Red Bull car being for Verstappen. He has a unique driving style.
It's definitely because the car's for Verstappen. Um, yeah, Albon isn't performing. He's making a lot of
Yeah.
mistakes, but I think Red Bull is at that point where they're gonna give him the same treatment as they gave Gasly 12 months ago. And if Albon doesn't start performing, he will be out of the seat. And Marco did say Perez and Hulkenberg is really good options in the market at the moment.
Yeah, and what do you think about Yuki Tsunoda going to AlphaTauri?
I think that will be a very good move. Um, I I hope he gets in. Daniel Kvyat hasn't been performing the way he should be this season. Um, I think his time is also over. Then definitely Tsunoda should take that Alfa Romeo, Alpha Tauri seat next season. I think he's a promising young F2 driver with definitely the talent uh, to to win championships in the future in F1.
Yeah, he did his seat fit today and he's going for the test after the Imola weekend. That's in 3 weeks or 2 weeks. I don't know. But yeah, next up is Portugal. Do you think we'll see some surprises, or is it gonna be like Hamilton, Bottas, Verstappen?
Um, I don't think it's gonna be Hamilton, Bottas, Verstappen. I think it's gonna be a Verstappen, Hamilton, Bottas. I definitely feel like Red Bull can win at Portugal. Definitely.
I don't really know because the Mercedes is really dominant. They in qualifying they almost every race have like 5, 6 tenths, and in the race they it's literally like they have two cars to battle with, and Red Bull only have one because Albon is behind, and it's not like they have so much flexibility at Red Bull.
True, but uh, we've seen in the past at Silverstone the 70th anniversary. Um, Red Bull don't need that flexibility. Not with Max Verstappen. I think, and the conditions in Portugal are very hot. We know that, and the tires are gonna favor the Red Bull a bit more. If I have to say, uh, I definitely feel like Red Bull can win this race. If
Hmm.
not, they can definitely beat Bottas, but beating Hamilton, it's going to be difficult. But I still think they can do it.
Do you think a possible Bottas comeback is possible?
No, to be honest,
No.
I don't think Bottas can challenge in the title fight anymore. I think mentally, I think Bottas is done. He isn't. Yeah, he's won, or he got pole a few times now this season, and he won in Russia. But I don't think that's gonna turn the season. I don't think he's gonna tilt it to his favor. But we'll have to wait and see. This is F1. Anything can happen.
Yeah, that's true. And what do you think about Red Bull's engine provider?
With Honda leaving, um, it's interesting because if they go back to Renault, which they most likely will have to do if they can't sort out a deal or something, um, it's not gonna work because Renault won't give them the same spec that they have because Renault does want to beat Red Bull, and with the bad relationship that these two companies have, I don't think it's gonna be good for either team. But there are talks of Red Bull wanting to uh, develop its own engine with uh, the Honda blueprint. They want to make a deal with Honda.
Yep. And in the ALR season, who do you think will? I don't know who the. How many? Will you be a points contender? What do you think?
Um, I think I will try and be consistent. That's as much as I can say. Points, we'll have to wait and see. Um, like we saw in Baku, Baku isn't one of my strongest circuits. I was 1.2 seconds off, and yeah, I think I'm a lot quicker around other circuits, but around other circuits, the other guys are just as quick. Um, I'll definitely be fighting for that ninth, 10th position all the time. That much I can guarantee. Higher up, I don't think at the moment. I just need to learn the setups of the game and try and get faster.
Yeah, that's fair. Maybe you will be quicker. Baku isn't a track that gives so much data on your pace. You'll be back for Belgium, yeah? Probably.
I'm gonna be back for Netherlands actually,
Oh yeah,
because
yeah.
I
It's
think
Netherlands.
it's
Yeah, it was Italy, Netherlands.
Italy, Netherlands, and then
Yeah,
and
my bad.
well, I think Netherlands a new track. Uh, some of the other guys might be getting used to it a little bit faster than I am. I've only driven like 10 laps on the track. Uh, it's a technical circuit which requires a lot of front end, the rear end as well, because you don't want your rear end to snap at any time with a track that's easy to do it.
Yeah. Um. What else? Yeah, one shot, one talk. Oh, did you consider getting into the sprint league?
I've been considering it. Uh, I might try and sign up for next season. When I do the sprint league, I would definitely want to start off fresh and try and maybe do as well as I can in the championship, because I know it's just as difficult in the sprint races.
Yeah, the sprint league is really fun because it's shorter races. A it's the mixture of drivers from tier 1, 2, and 3, and then you can just enjoy yourself. You don't care about anything, more or less, and you just drive. But you need to keep the racing clean as well.
Yeah,
Go on.
uh, yeah, racing clean was never a problem for me. But yeah, uh, you say you don't really worry about it, but it does play at the back of your head that okay, I need to perform, uh, try and do my best. It's always at the back of your head as a racing driver. I think it's with everyone.
Yeah, racing clean. I really believe we need harsher penalties in the league because some of the drivers really don't consider any kind of racing. They just are relentless and aren't patient. And yeah, I'm strongly believing we need harsher penalties. Um, it's just my opinion. Like for cleaner racing, the only way we can get it's harsher penalties.
Most definitely. And that means harsher penalties um, on stuff like when we go to wheel to wheel racing and someone just decides to open up his steering and he hits you off. Um, and then you get the guys that get frustrated in a race and they just decide they're not going to brake for the corner and or brake a little bit late and punch you off. I do get what you're saying, and harsher penalties most definitely. Um, I've seen some dirty racing that hasn't been penalized in my one race in Baku, but I can't complain about it because it wasn't I wasn't involved in the incident, but uh, I hope those other guys do uh, get their penalties in the future, and that things will get sorted out with the penalty system.
Yeah, I in my race on Sunday in Tier 3, I drove the last 5, 6 laps or 7 laps even with the red front wing, and on the last 2 laps it started raining. It was horrible. And
Yeah, that does
yeah,
sound horrible.
yeah, and in qualifying I was only 5 thousandths of pole. I was pretty shocked, to be honest. Pretty shocked.
Wow. Wow. I didn't watch the Tier 3 race, but now that you said that, I'm definitely gonna go watch it, especially qualifying.
I consider myself really slow around Baku, but I somehow ended P2 5 thousandths of pole. Yeah, it was a wild one. Uh, so yeah, I think that's it from the 6th episode of the podcast. thank you for joining me. I'm looking forward on commentating you and hopefully sometime racing you. Keep it clean. In enjoy your week, your weekend, or whatever you're up to. The next week we are discussing Italy with another guest from another tier. Join us if you liked it, like the video. If you're new, subscribe to the channel. This was the ALR official podcast, and see you next time.